That's crazy. It's so much going on. It's so much going on. It's so much going on. A lot of good, a lot of bad. Just a mixture. Weirdness, satanicness. It's so much going on. It's so much going on. And honestly, I feel like I'm tucked away under his wing is what I feel like. It's how I feel. And it feels warm. It feels cozy. It feels safe. It feels good enough to just peek out between the feathers of his wings and watch what's going on, but not want to be in the midst of it. I know that's gonna go over some heads because everybody is like, not everybody, but you got them individuals that don't understand that they are being utilized by the enemy. It's so quirky out. It's so quirky out here right now. Mm, mm, mm. Father is compelling me to pray against some things, to pray some things away from my direction, as well as his other children's direction. Because what is being revealed to me, even though it is 2026, it is February the 14th, 2026, right? You got young lovers, you got middle-aged lovers, you got elderly lovers out here right now. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, Father has revealed to me that we are in a time of authentic lack there is. And what I mean by that is the love is not authentic. The nurturing is not authentic. The generosity is not authentic. The actual positive, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually elevating is not authentic these days. Mm, mm-mm. Those days are no more. So Father had brought to my attention. So I was having a conversation with an individual a couple of days ago, right? And what came out of this person's mouth was they don't cater to women, right? And it struck me. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, baby. It struck me because why are you in my house? Why did you approach me? Why did you bark up my tree? Why are you so thirsty to lay in my bed? Why are you so thirsty to get between my legs? But you don't cater to women. Is the question that we need to be asking ourselves these days. This is what's dropping in my spirit on today. Because a lot of individuals are going to be having a lot of empty sex tonight. I'm seeing a vision of a balloon. A balloon is just a balloon. On the inside, there's nothing in it, just air, ions, neutrons just bouncing around, keeping the balloon inflated, right? What is keeping your love inflated? What is keeping your love between you and your mate, you and your best friend, you and your mother, you and your father, you and your kids, you and the father of your children, you and the mother of your children? What is keeping it inflated? Because if it's not being inflated with the love of Jesus that's supposed to flow through us into others, then what are you doing tonight? What you doing tonight? Other than just spreading your legs and just skeeting all over the place. Because it's going to be a lot of babies born tonight. It's going to be a lot of babies born tonight. It's going to be a lot of night after pills taken tonight, unfortunately. I'm just speaking the real. You know what I'm saying? My words are for individuals that are mature. Not mature, mature, mature is how it's pronounced. There is no CH in it. mature, mature. So I'm okay if you're not mature enough to take this message. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Because I'm mature enough to take this word. Okay? Think about it. There's some individuals that are being invited out tonight, and you get skepticism in your spirit. Why are you going out with anybody you have skepticism over, about, and for? The energy of women that don't trust men is dropping in my spirit. And you about to go out with them. You about to ride in his car. You about to hang out with him and your friends. And then everybody's going to split and go to their little homes, hotel rooms, or B&Bs, whatever the case may be. But if it's empty and void in the midst of the entire action on today, you need not to be stepping into it. You need not be stepping into it. Because little do you understand what you are doing to your spirit. It's like he just showed me an individual like getting stabbed or punched in the stomach is what it's going to be equivalent to. It's going to be like, what did I do that for? Or what did you do that for? Because it's a lot of hotel rooms getting made up all fancy and pretty for you to go sin. Pay attention. The enemy is out here covering up the sin with rose petals sprinkled on the bed and balloons high as the ceiling. I don't like how crooked my glasses is. That's bothering me. That's bothering me. Everything. Right on the nose. If you are out here and you are with an individual that really is undermining your emotions, undermining your intelligence, undermining your courage, undermining your faith, undermining your love for yourself, your destiny, your life. If you are sitting with any type of skepticism, I just seen an individual look over to the person that they gonna be spending the day with. I hope it's striking some antennas. I hope it's like pinging all some antennas right now. Because the way that person just looked at that man like, yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? The way that chick just looked at him like, damn, she right. What am I here with you for? Why do I have you in my life? Why am I constantly even letting you breathe my air? Why y'all out here letting folks breathe your air, and you know that they don't have your best interests at heart? They don't have your safety at heart. They don't have your intelligence at heart. They don't have your innocence at heart. And y'all about to do. Oh, he love me. He got a hotel. It got flowers everywhere. It got balloons everywhere. It got petals on the bed. And I promise you, you're going to wake up tomorrow, you're going to be like, you're going to have that slight empty feeling. You know that damn feeling. You know that feeling. That slight empty feeling. That, man, I don't even know why. I should have just, don't let these words go over your head. Like, if you're mature enough to receive this message, receive the message. Receive the message, baby. Just receive the message. Yes, today is a day of love amongst any other day. We supposed to be giving love 365. We supposed to be giving understanding 365. We supposed to be giving generosity 365. We supposed to be giving mental, emotional, and spiritual and physical engagement authentically 365 from January to December, from the first of the day of the month to the last of the day of every month. It's how we're supposed to be giving love. And you letting somebody stipulate your love with balloons and roses and probably not even gonna continue to treat you the way that they treated you that night on that bed full of rose petals? Because you know it's gonna switch up. You know it's gonna switch up. That mask got to get put back on the next day. Y'all know what's up. I ain't here to sugarcoat it for you, because the way that he broke me down and built me back up, I got to break y'all down and build you back up. Because y'all have lost the vision of the initial assignment, including myself, including me, including me, including me. Baby, when I say I understand, it's going to be some knuckleheads that hop on here and got the most ignorantest, the most closed-mindedest, the most surface level comments. If you know your worth, you know what I'm saying? Tell them, hey, I don't want to go to that hotel full of rose petals sprinkled on top of it. I want you to give me $300 to $500 to invest in my future. I ain't gonna hold you. My right hand of good is like, oh my God. I said, you know what? I gotta be honest with you, babe. I said, I don't celebrate pagan holidays no more. But I said, what you can do to make me feel great on this here day, flowers and money. Do you know what I'm going to do with that money? Do you know what I'm going to do with that money? It's going right back into what I already done invested into. Rose petals can't invest into your damn future. Balloons to the ceiling can't invest in your future. It can't invest in your kids' future. It can't invest in a car for you to get to and from whatever the Father placed on your spirit. To and from work, to and from your kids' school, to and from, you know what I'm saying, that business that he granted you to access. To start. I don't want no goddamn bed sprinkled with rose petals. Test them. Test the water. Test the spirit. This is how you test the spirit. This is how you test your goddamn spirit. Tell them you don't want a bed full of rose petals. Tell them you don't want balloons to the ceiling. Tell them you want them to invest in you. Let's see that. Let's see how that fruit unfold in him. Let's see. Test them damn spirits. Test them intentions. I heard test the gumptions. Because, baby, when I say they out here with the gumptions, the enemy got y'all out here with the gumptions. The biggest gumptions. The biggest gahonas. And unfortunately, your gahonas is full of dysfunctional, soon to be mismanaged, illegitimate, little demonic children. Unless you change that for your gahonas that carry the futures. My womb carry the futures. Your gahonas carry the future. You want your son to be out here just giving women beds full of rose petals? Just emptiness. Just lust. Just death. I'm seeing a man get on this bed full of rose petals and his drawers is on fire. He just politely climbed up on the bed with the most sensuality, like the most sexuality, like the most intimateness spirit on him, but his drawers is on fire. My right hand of goodness. His drawers is on fire. Because that's what you're doing. You don't even understand. As soon as you pull them sheets back, baby, you have ignited your drawers and your panties. And you have made your bed in hell. This is the renewed elevating road talking to y'all. I don't want no damn bed full of rose petals. Don't get me wrong. Yes, it's the thought that counts. But if your thought is corrupted with demonicness and lust at the base, not because you care about this individual, not because you love how intelligent they are, not because you love how they get up and tend to your children on a regular basis with blood, sweat, and tears in their soul. But because that 15 to 20 minutes, maybe you got some individuals that can go for hours. I could do this for hours and hours. Not because you can do it for hours, but because they love how you get up and fight spiritually. Not worldly, but spiritually. You need to look at that person that you probably dated for about 20 plus years, 10 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 5 plus, 4 plus, red fish, blue fish type energy. This is the green eggs and ham. I don't care if you gave me the green eggs and ham on the moon. I'm not eating that shit. I don't care if you gave me green eggs and ham on a bed sprinkled full of rose petals. I'm not eating it. Not even with green eggs and ham. He said, I will not. Did y'all learn nothing from Cat in the Hat? Did y'all learn nothing? Especially from green eggs and ham. That particular message right there was not even if you got the prettiest hair. The prettiest hair is the green eggs and ham. I still will not if your soul is not right. Not even with green eggs and ham. If you don't tell me good morning every morning just because it's the right thing to do. No, I will not eat your green eggs and ham. Y'all out here just eating green eggs and ham. If you believe in nothing, you'll fall for anything. The enemy got y'all out here just falling for anything. How dare you be? How dare you? Father said we was made in his image. His image is not settling for just a rose petal covered bed. I get it. I'm ruining y'all plans. I understand. I'm a child of God. That's my assignment. To ruin the enemy's plans. Off with their heads is goddamn right. Off with their heads. Every demon, off with their head. You got to love you before anybody or anything loves you. Anybody or anything. Because these demons love us. They love how peaceful it is on the inside because the Father resides on the inside of us. And they want to come in and corrupt it. I'm seeing a bright room like this and the walls just going black. Because the enemy has gotten up in there and flicked the switch on your silly ass. You ain't see him flick the switch? You ain't feel the switch? You ain't sensed the switch? Where are you if you didn't sense the switch? Whom you worshiping if you didn't sense the switch? You were supposed to sense the switch in the atmosphere first and then sense the switch in you. Because little do y'all even understand, he don't leave us out when he flicks the switch in the world. Those that have ears to hear this message, you hear what I'm saying, baby. He flicked that switch. Not everybody gonna sense the switch, of course, because the enemy got you blinded. Got you blind. I pray on today you don't just settle for less because it's Valentine's Day. I pray for you that you don't leave your integrity at a hotel. Your sensuality that the Father placed in you. This message is not just for the women, baby. This ain't just for the women. Men need love too. Men need to understand that you are nurtured and cared for too. We don't just love you because you can provide for us. We love you because you're strong. We see that you're strong. We see your strength. We see your courage. And some of y'all, we see your faith. Start telling that man that you see him. Start telling that man that you hear him. Start telling that man that you understand him. Start telling that man that you feel his presence. That the Father placed in you because he brought y'all 9 times out of 10 together. If he didn't bring you together, you're going to feel it. 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 Stop ignoring what you feel. It's just for that moment of pleasure. That moment of assurity. Because it only lasts for a moment. Think about it. When somebody give you a compliment, it don't really last that long. Pick it up now. Pick up what I'm saying now. But when you love yourself first and somebody gives you a compliment, it just sticks. It just sticks differently, don't it? Don't it? When you love yourself first and you know that the Father loved you before you loved you, a compliment, a nice gesture, a good morning, a hello, how are you, goes a long way when you know that it was placed before you, before anybody else can really take advantage of it. Look now, if you have any type of lack of assurity, don't get in that car. Why do I keep seeing women get in men's car, but you got the spirit of, you're not sure about this man. You're not sure. I don't know who you are outside of myself. You're not sure. He just showed me a woman getting in a car, but she is so unsure. It's making me nervous. It's making my heart palpitate a little bit. Like, y'all going out with men you don't really feel safe with and that you are afraid of? When did we start doing that? When did we start doing that? Men. When you got to go to your homeboy and ask for like a 4/5 confirmation, why are you still calling her? Why are you still texting her? Did you not know you don't owe nobody anything to just walk away because the Father has revealed them to you? Y'all really out here like this? Y'all really out here like this? For real? Whoa. Whoa. When you understand that you are held at a different standard by the Father, you move different. When I say that man is trying to get me to drive my car without no L's, without no insurance, just so he wouldn't have to cater to me, is the main reason why I don't drive that damn car. Don't let nobody push you to do anything that you know that the Father is dropping in your spirit is wrong to do. Because you know 9 times out of 10, he gonna hold you at a different standard and you gonna get consequented differently. Your consequence is gonna be a little bit more severe. Because the Father knows all of our hearts, and he knows who knows better. He knows who don't know better. He knows. He knows. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Like, I don't care. You move how you want to move. I'm moving how I'm being directed to move. The days of listening to my spirit are no more for me. It's the type of energy you should have in your spirit, in your soul, in your mind, in your gut. Baby, I'm tired of not listening to my gut. I promise you, my right hand of God, like I said, the middle of 2024 going into 2025, when I start listening, like really listening to my spirit, everything has been peachy fucking cream. Going a little slow. But Father said, I know the plans that I have for you. I get it, y'all. We don't know the full-fledged plans, but don't go out here like you know the plan, and then when it don't go out, it don't go according to your plans, because that's not the plan that the Father had predestined for you. Don't get pissed at him. Don't get pissed at the people around you, because you knew better. You knew better. I don't know who need to hear this, but you know better on today. I knew better. I was about to let it all unfold. I was about to get the flowers, the rose petals on the bed. We was about to go out tonight and everything. I said, you know what? No. Outside of the fact that I initially don't have a babysitter, and I'm not going to leave my motherfucking kids in here to just go, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Y'all out here leaving y'all kids with anybody? To go with a person that you're not even sure about, that has already shown you his colors or her colors, and you leaving your kids to go with these demons that are waiting to set you up for failure, that are waiting, just sitting back with their arms folded, just tapping their foot. Just, don't get me wrong, Father on the side with his legs crossed, arms crossed too, like, yeah, I'm waiting on you to bust a move so I can bust a move. But still, in general, think about it. Think about it. Don't say your good sis Elevating Row ain't never told you nothing. For real, for real. Because if I care about my soul, what makes you think I'm not going to care about your soul? If I care about my spirit, what makes you think I'm not going to care about your spirit? If I care about my damn children, what makes you think I'm not going to care about your children? I get it. Everybody is not cut from this cloth. And this damn for sure ain't no motherfucking restaurant napkin. This here cloth, it costs. This here cloth, like linen, baby, it's hard to come by. You got to go across the world to get this type of cloth. Do you not know authentic linen is not sold in the U.S.? And y'all thought it was. Silk is not sold in U.S. Authentic linen is not sold in the U.S. Like, what y'all thought? Y'all what? What? When they had their stands and they had their rolls of cloth back in the Egyptian days, you what? Yeah, this piece of cloth costs 3 chitterlings, whatever they called them back in the days, which is worth 10 times more than what it is worth these days. The money, the coins, ain't nothing worth nothing these days. Y'all thought it was? Why do you think I don't care whether or not I rock name brand or not name brand? Because either way it go, when I leave this earth, it's all go disintegrate up off of me when I'm put in the ground, or, you know what I'm saying, cremated any dang on way. What's your worth? What do you feel that you are worth? Because if you feel that your worth is limited to a hotel bed scattered with rose petals on it, I fear for you. I hate that for you. Genuinely hate that for you. I get it. It's the thought that count. But do you not understand the thought behind the thought? Behind that thought, there's intentions behind every thought. Some is good, some is bad. A rose petal, a hotel bed sprinkled with rose petals. When you can do that at home, where you pay rent, that you go to work and bust your ass every day for. I get it. Don't get me wrong. It's good to be in different environments. It just triggers your brain waves in a different type of way. Totally understood. But really think about where I'm coming from. Especially if you're not really in no intimate, serious relationship. Don't leave your dignity, your pride, your self-esteem, your courage, your self-alignment on a damn hotel bed sprinkled with some $5 rose petals. 9 times out of 10, they probably went to the dollar store and got the bag of rose petals. They didn't even have the audacity to go get you real roses. Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. You know, it's this video surfacing about a woman that didn't put effort in a Stanley Cup gifting. It's the same thing for Valentine's Day, Christmas, all of these pagan holidays. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Don't get me wrong. You got some chicks and some men that are really surface level and are okay with a hotel bed sprinkled with rose petals on it. But you and me both know confirmation for somebody. You better stand up for yourself. You better stand up for yourself. You better stand up for who God created you to be. You better stand up for it. And if they don't like it, it will unfold. Test the spirit that you hanging out with, that you call your best friend, that you call your best friend. Because you know we out here calling mates best friends now, when God is really initially our only true, genuine, one and only true best friend. He the only one that ain't gonna tell your secret to nobody. Don't get me wrong, he be revealing a lot, but it's certain things that he don't reveal to me. Because it's between you and him. What was not meant to be just between you and him is what rolls off my tongue for y'all. Those that are asleep, those that are not awake, those that are still in the darkness. Show yourself some self-respect for a change. Only because I'm tired of being sick and tired of thinking, what would my mother think of me? What would my father think of me? Even though they didn't raise me, but initially, what would they think of me? What would your daughters think of you? What would your sons think of you? Do you not understand? Kids get frustrated when we tell them not to do something, but they constantly, repetitively, 365 see us fucking doing the same things we are beating into them not to do. Make it make sense, and y'all wonder why these kids are so rebellious. You wonder why they're so rebellious. Because in the back of their mind, don't ever forget, in the back of their minds, this is what's ringing in the back of their mind. But you just did it. Daddy just did it. Auntie just did it. Mama, your best friend just did it. Grandma just did it. Why are we out here like this? Why? Why are we out here like this, y'all? I get it. Good and bad has to unfold. But if you really read your Bible, he said one day things will be back the way that I initially intended for them to be. It's the reason why he has preachers and deacons and evangelists and things of the such, because he is molding them through his disciples to be back the way that they were intended to be. Father out here doing everything he telling us to do. He out here doing everything he telling us to do, right? Right? In my Nikki energy. Right? Right? Like for real. Baby, I be feeling her when she be banging on that window. Right? Shout out to Nikki, baby. We supposed to be giving love 365. In case you didn't notice, I wear red whenever the fuck I feel like it. Not just on no dang on Valentine's Day. I get love just because. It's the right thing to do. Generosity. What would y'all do if he snatched it all away? You would be like witches that had water pouring on it. Just, I'm melting. Why? It's how I know we would be out here if he just snatched everything from us. Let me get that generosity about you. Let me get that kindness. Better yet, hey, oh, Jesus, let me get that salvation. Run that. Run that. What would we do if he said, run that? The energy of pondering in the air is so thick. It smells good. It smells so good. The smell of wheels turning in the brain, in the spirit, it's a different type of smell. It's a different type of smell. I know that's going to go over some heads, but it's a different type of smell. Love yourself first on today. Don't forget to say thank you. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be some wooing. There's going to be some gaslighting. There's going to be some pillow talking today. And I'm going to need you to not forget who the fuck you are in the midst of the gaslighting, in the midst of the pillow talking, in the midst of the fact that I ain't forgot that you totally called me out my name yesterday because I stood up against you. Now you want to take me out and lay me across a mattress sprinkled with roses on it. Yes, we are supposed to operate in an energy of forgiveness, but not forgetfulness. Forgiveness, not forgetfulness. Because when you forget how the enemy played in your face, you're going to continue to let him play in your face. Forgive, don't forget. Forgive, don't forget. I don't know why y'all think that the Father be forgetting our sins. I don't know why y'all think that. I don't know why y'all think that. I don't know why. Who really tried to sell us that dream? Now we must keep in mind that the Bible was rewritten a plethora of times. Is the main reason why you need to be using your wisdom and discernment that the God that we serve are supposed to be serving, are supposed to be washing the feet of. You really think he forgets our sins? He just puts them on the back burner. So when it's time for you to get that conviction, you're going to get that conviction. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Quick to understand, slow to anger. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But he ain't no dummy. He ain't no dummy. Is why he said his thoughts is not our thoughts. His ways is not our ways. Totally understandable. But if you really operate in the energy that he operates in, you will understand that he ain't no fool, baby. And we got to keep in mind that the Bible was rewritten a plethora of times. Pay attention. Give it to me, Lord, how you just gave it to me, because it's just like the enemy tried to snatch it. Yeah. Pay attention to how you feel on the inside when your wisdom and discernment is being tested. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible being rewritten a plethora of times. When you run across certain things in the Bible and you know that you know your God, you know that you know your Father, and it just triggers a ain't no way in the world. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Listen to what your spirit goes against when it comes to his word. Because when your spirit goes against certain things in the word, that means that he did not intend for it to be placed in his good book. It means that it is the process of it being that section, you know what I'm saying, that scripture being rewritten. When you read a scripture and your spirit agrees with it or disagrees with it, pay attention to that. Pay attention. It's another individual that I follow on TikTok. I can't. I'm bad with names, but good with faces. And he be like, "Pay attention." Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because we all follow the same people. We all following each other. Whoever ain't been aware of that, we all follow each other. That's why it don't be no shock when it be like, "Oh, did you see what such and such posted?" Child, please. The enemy is not slick. The enemy is not as slick as he think he is. He's not as intelligent as he think he is. Not at all. And I love it. I love it because it's a weapon for us. The fact that he's not that intelligent, I just hope you know how to use that for you. I just gave y'all a spiritual loophole. Oh, okay. No, for real, for real. That's why the father don't pay him no mind when he be doing what he be doing because he like, I created you. You're not that intelligent. I remember when I didn't put that in you. I didn't put that in you. I didn't instill that in you. So yeah, who you think you fooling? And when we be out here thinking we fooling the father and forgetting that he created all of us, shows how not so intelligent we are as well. For real, for real. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If they not catering to you 365, don't allow them to cater to you on this here pagan holiday. If they not respecting you 365, don't allow them to think that one night is going to help them earn your respect, your trust, your loyalty. Because if you wasn't loyal to me 365, what makes you think that I'm going to even uh believe that you are, you know what I'm saying? Like all of this is out of, authenticness. Like for real, y'all out here sleeping with the devil, boy. I promise you, my right hand of God, the last devil I laid with was the father of my 6 and 4-year-old. In my personal perspective, that the father had dropped in my spirit to even realize. Like, I'm glad that it wasn't too late that I realized it. And I'm here to tell y'all the story. Because unfortunately, my sister wasn't here. She's not here to tell the story of how you should let go of toxic men, while supposedly bearing my niece or nephew in her womb. You really think I'm going to bend over backwards for men who really, really don't? Like, we respect y'all because we have to. We love y'all because we have to. And it's vice versa. But a lot of you men are not doing y'all job as good as us. Like, we facading it so good. Y'all out here just letting it just roll off your dang on white tees of how much you hate us when y'all came from us. When if it wasn't for us, You about wouldn't even know how to put your left foot on from your right shoe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We love y'all, but we don't love how y'all treating us. We don't love how y'all overlooking us, undermining us. Because the Father don't do that to us. In case you haven't noticed. Is why y'all think women, it's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Father's a girl dad. Have you not picked up on the fact? He's a girl dad. He don't play about his daughters. When will y'all pick up on the fact that he don't play about his daughters? Just like the physical men on this earth don't play about their daughters. So what makes y'all think that the Father gonna play about his daughters when y'all don't play about the daughters that came out y'all nut sacks? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm seeing a man, it's some bullshit. I just bet it is, because you can't get your antagonizing, disrespectful, uncouth way. Don't get me wrong, some women out here that be out here foo-foo. It's like, I ain't gonna hold you. We should be looking at each other like, who raised y'all? I ain't gonna hold you. I had to like sit back and really think about everything that I was told about my mother, my birth mother, at that. And I said to myself, I'm going to change everything that she felt like she didn't have the strength to do. I'm going to change everything that she realized she didn't have the support to do. I'm going to change everything that the enemy thought he was going to be able to limit for me and mine. Is the reason why a lot of men don't be around my kids. Like the reason why their ages are gapped out. They're gapped out because I tried to get it right. When you run across a woman, this is a repetitive message, because a repetitive message. Men think for some damn reason. Don't get me wrong. When the age range for the kids is close in age, like 2 to 4 years, apart, she was just hot and still didn't learn a lesson. But when you have kids that are 8 and 12 years apart, somebody learned a lesson. Somebody learned a lesson. My 23-year-old and my 9-year-old, I learned my lesson. Is why the gap is so big. When you learn your lesson, the gap is going to be big. They're going to realize that you ain't did this in a while because you done learned your lesson. They're going to realize that you don't want to do this no more because you done learned your lesson. They're going to realize that you don't carry yourself like this no more. You don't speak over yourself like this no more. You don't look at yourself like that no more. Because you started to realize and really embody how the Father sees you. Why do you think men change their ways? Because not only did the right disciple get in their ear, but because also they started to realize my mother wouldn't want this for me. My father wouldn't want this for me. 9 times out of 10, my grandma rolling over in a grave. My granddaddy rolling over in a grave. My favorite auntie rolling over in a grave. Think about it. Why you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, because it's still standards that we have to uphold, even for the ones that are gone. They still looking at us. In the spirit, they still looking at us. They might not be able to communicate with us. They might not be able to touch us. They might not be able to be in our presence physically where we can see them with the naked eye. But we still have standards to uphold. Your daughter's watching you as you get dressed to go to that hotel and lay in that bed sprinkled with probably $2 to $3 rose petals sprinkled all over it. Don't get me wrong. If you know that you got a man that goes to the store and get them authentic roses and sprinkle them on the bed, you got a different type of man. I'm not talking to y'all. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the ones who You know, last minute going to the dollar store, getting the bag rose petals. They getting the cheap liquor to put in the dang on champagne can with the ice. I'm talking to the ones who are dealing with the men who don't really put in the effort. Do not dock your door and leave your dignity at home, your self-respect, your womanly upbringing. Look at yourself as that daughter that you are raising. If you have a daughter that you are raising, if you have a son, initially a daughter, because this is our day, supposedly. This is the woman's day. We supposed to be catered to. Feet rubbed, toes sucked. I'm just saying. If we're going to go worldly surface level, if he ain't going to put in the effort to buy you the $12 roses, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't putting in the effort to get you a dozen roses, that's not for you, baby. Of course, it might change down the line, but you gotta look at the initial introduction. What's the saying? You know, this is my first impression of you, right? Oh, I don't know who that's for. You know, this is my first impression of you, right? It's how you need to look at tonight. You know, this is my first impression of you, right? Who this for? You know, this is my first impression of you, right? You have every right to hold your standards high. You know why? Because the Father holds us at high standards. That's why the consequences be so damn dire. Especially when he knows. When he knows that your consequence is going to be diabolical when he know that you know better. When he knows that you longing after his heart. For real, for real. And you out here foo-foo, you moving foo-foo, your consequence is going to be foo-foo. Your consequence is going to be foo-foo. You're going to be like, what? Do you really love me, Lord? And he going to be like, yeah, this is why I love you that much, is why your consequences are this dire. So that right initial lesson can be learned. I'm tired of learning lessons. Me personally, I'm tired of learning lessons. I'm tired of being sick and tired. That's for me. But those that are tired of being sick and tired, don't let these words that was placed on my heart go in one ear and out the other. If you know that you're really trying to long after his heart, you really trying to just touch the hem of that veil, for him to be like, who touched me? This one right here got a different type of faith. Who touched me? Where you at, baby? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Come on, step forward. Them the kind of children you're looking for. Because he looked around, he was like, who touched me? He wasn't upset. He was shocked. He was amazed at the level of faith that that woman had. The woman with the issue of blood, baby. Blood is red and red is connected to love. Somebody got an issue with love. Somebody got an issue with love. I love, especially when it's authentic. It tastes good, it feel good, it look good. It just like, you just be like in a flow with it. You know what I'm saying? Child. He just wanted me to have a little chit chat with y'all. He just wanted me to have a little chit chat with y'all. Because he brought to my attention that I'm dealing with a man that realized he don't cater to women. Confirmation for somebody. And I looked that man in his eyes. I said, well, why are you here? Why are you in my life? Why are you in my picture? Why did you bark up my tree? Because God created me to be catered to, baby. To be loved, to be respected, to be held as though I am paper mache. Why you out here dealing with women if you're not trying to cater to them? Because Father caters to every last one of us. What makes you think you're so special that you don't have to cater? Father's looking for servers, aka caterers. He's looking for humble servants. Humble servants, soldiers, equal caterers. I swear to God, I looked at that man and I said, you don't cater to women. Why are you in my presence? And he said, why am I in your what? I said, oh, Jesus, what did I get myself? What type of shit did I step into? When that man told me he didn't know what a Jezebel was and that his pastor had never spoke about a Jezebel, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait. We about to start pumping the brakes on this train. We about to start pumping the brakes on this train. I don't care how many times I backslid. Even a backslider knows about a Jezebel, baby. And you gonna sit in my face and tell me you don't know what a Jezebel is? And you try to convince me that you go to church? Exit stage left fast as you can. As fast as you can. Because who the fuck you thought was Boo Boo the Fool? Who you thought was about to let you stay in their picture and you telling them you don't know what a Jezebel is? You telling them that your pastor has never preached about a Jezebel and how to warn you and steer you away from a Jezebel. You telling me that your pastor has never done that, and you trying to the man fixed his lips to say, would you ever go to my church with me? And in the back of my mind after that night, I was like, I ain't say nothing. What I said to myself was, how do I deal with this, Jesus? What do I do next? What do I do next? Outside of me starting to pray for him, what do I do next? For real, for real. Because what? That means you never saw your mama cater to. That means you never saw your auntie cater to. That means you never saw your sisters cater to. That means you possibly never saw your grandma cater to. And for him to boldly, he said it with boldness, I don't cater to women. I felt like I was stabbed in the chest. I felt like I was betrayed big time. I was like, oh, well, why are you in my presence? He said, well, why am I in your what? I said, oh, Jesus. Don't get me wrong. You can be a little dumb. Don't get me wrong. You can be a little dumb, but don't be coming and stepping to people and you are totally incompetent. I get it. This is the first impression. I get it. It's a lot of newbies that hop on here. I got a lot of returning subscribers, but I got a lot of newbies that hop on here too. Don't get me wrong. And unfortunately, but fortunately, I ain't afraid of nobody. Love everybody. But unfortunately, we are in the times of love everybody, but trust nobody. Because when I say the enemy is just walking around and placing his hand on shoulders, and folks are becoming zombies just like. You say twerk, okay, twerk. You say kill, okay, kill. You say hate, okay, hate. You say disrespect, okay, disrespect. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I ask God every day, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I be a part of a earth that I'm not even of? Like, how do I do this, Jesus? You said I'm in the world, not of the world. So how do I do this while I'm in the world? How do I do this? How do I do this, Jesus? How do I do this and keep the humility in my heart? How do I do this and keep the peace in my heart? How do I do this and keep the peace? in general. How do I do this? How do I do this, Jesus? Because what? It is just that serious. It is very much so just that serious. And I ain't gonna hold you. If you are one of the individuals that be like, you take things too serious, I can't fuck with you. I don't even want to look at you. I don't even want to sniff your body aura. Like I don't. Because it is just that serious. It's life or death out here. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's life or death out here. And for you to tell folks, what? Yeah, you go over there with them fools over there. Go on now. Go on now. Go on. I ain't better than nobody, but greater is in me that is in he that chooses. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Straight up beam me up, Scotty type energy. Beam me up, Scotty. Yeah. Type energy. Beam me up, Scotty. Come get us, Jesus. Come and get us. For real, we waving the white flag around this camp. Like, Lord, I know you see the flag. I know you see the flag, Jesus. I'm waving my white flag. For real. I'm waving my white flag. I'm cool. I'm gravy. I'm gravy. I'm gravy. I'm gravy. Let me check out these wild comments. Let me check this out. Let me check this out. Let me brace myself. Let me brace myself. I know you would like me to believe that I'm doing everything wrong. I know you would like me to believe that. What up, Brazil? Brazil. What up, Brazil? What makes you say I'm doing everything wrong? Portal, what is that? AUX. What makes you say I'm doing everything wrong? I want to hear this. I do. And I know I don't do everything right all the time. But what makes you think I'm doing everything wrong? I'm the king of money and you? I'm a child of God and you? Unfortunately. I mean, you said ain't no woman. It's a lot of women out here that's saying no. It's a lot of women out here that got dignity and self-respect. It's a lot of them out here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Just like it's a lot of men out here that got a lot of dignity and self-respect and are not out here sleeping with women just because they getting their tax money. We're going to stop projecting that onto everybody because everybody is not in that mental, emotional state. Not. You got some folk out here that really got self-respect. What up, Texas? Appreciate the compliment on the necklaces above. Those are my limited Z pieces. No, loving is not a sin, but to love outside of marriage is a sin. To love outside of, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I don't mind you being my friend. Loving is not a sin. That's not what I was saying. That's not, see, that's why I said don't let the message go in one ear and out the other. That's exactly why I said what I said. Because if loving was a sin, Father wouldn't have created us out of love. It's a sin to have sex outside of love. Like if you don't love a person, you shouldn't be having intimacy with them. If you don't love a person, you shouldn't be engaging with them, is what I mean. Loving is not a sin because Father created us out of love. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Most definitely, Portal. Most definitely. I remember a time when I didn't believe in myself because I was trying to put everybody else's feelings and expectations before my own. And I'm like, why would I do that? Why would I do that anymore? You got individuals that don't know how to do it out of malicious revenge. You got people that upgrade themselves out of malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? When that's nobody's job but your own to have self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? Self-love, self-awareness, self-respect. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to verbally encourage individuals to love on themselves, because the enemy is trying to make us believe that we cannot love on ourselves, and we are supposed to love on ourselves as well as others, but not and you're not supposed to love on an individual from a space of lust. But yeah, I'm sorry you didn't understand the message. You probably came in like butt end of the message. I don't know, middle of the message. I'm not sure. I ain't changing for nobody. I remember a time when I almost changed for the world. I ain't gonna hold you. They said, I'm really going now. Always be the wonderful person you are. I would not change for no one. Not ever again. Not ever, 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 ever again. Not ever again. Trying to appease the next person's feelings? Yeah, that's dead. That's dead. Mm-mm. Bye. I don't twist no arms to stay on my platform, baby. People be hopping in these comments talking about some next station. Bye. Bye. Like y'all really think they be hurting folks when you come on they live and talking about next station. Bye. Bye. I about didn't want you here in the first place. Like what? That don't bother nobody. It's oh, oh, oh. I know I've been changed because I remember a time when certain things used to really, 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 really like, I used to allow the enemy to like really play in my face. For real. For real. But now it's like that one little TikTok reel and the little kid come and be like, you gonna give me some freaking snacks. And then the person be like, psh, and they be like, ah. It's like that nowadays. You can't make me give you anything. And I can't make you give me anything. And I look, the fact that I've come to terms with that is a great feeling. That's a great feeling. That's a great feeling. Great. Great, 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 great. He said, great, 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 great. Got a date, 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 date. That same from Nutty Professor. He's like, great, 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 great. I got a date, 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 date. Somebody happy they got a date, baby. I ain't gonna hold you. I went on a real sit down, you know what I'm saying, break bread with an individual date yesterday. Like it's been a long time since I've been on a date. A long time. A long, long time. But when you start to respect your worth, but also stay humble in the Lord, you good. You good. Cause what? Your girl is prepared now. Prepared, prepared, prepared. Proper preparation prevents poor performance in the spirit and in the world. Y'all, let me tell you the mistake I made yesterday, right? So I bought me and my daughter some stylus pens, right? And come to find out, my lack of paying attention little tell. This particular stylus is for iPads. iPad Air, iPad Pro 11, iPad Pro 12.9. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. When I get paid next week, I was planning on buying me an iPad and a new laptop. So this is kind of like a down payment, a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Because now I have to buy me an iPad. I have to buy me another iPad. Or I have to, you know what I'm saying, um, figure out how to reboot or gut out my Apple iPad that I have now. Hmm. I need to make a trip to the Apple store. I do. I need to make a trip to the Apple store. I do. And I'm going to. Mm-hmm. Because I think the only electronic that I want to upgrade is my laptop. Because the laptop that I have is not even sold on the market no more. So it's definitely time for an upgrade on the laptop. Not only for personal preference, but for business wise, I definitely need another laptop. So yeah. Um, yeah, sometime next week I'll be getting me a new laptop and taking my butt. My stomach is growling. I guess I'm hungry. Didn't feel hungry, but I guess I am. But anywho, yeah. I don't know why, because I haven't been in the like the hotel hopping thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I haven't been in that space in a long time. So it's like he just basically brought me on here to give you know, upstanding moral advice for the ladies and the men, if you would. You, of course, you know, you don't have to take my advice. Of course you know that. And it's not gonna bother me. Not gonna lose no sleep. Not gonna be out here hostile towards nobody because somebody didn't take my advice. None of the above. You know what I'm saying? But at least take heed to it. You don't have to, you know, trust in everything I said, but you know, you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't let it go in one ear and out the other. If you have any type of self-respect for yourself. Um, yeah. And like I said to the individual, I wasn't saying that loving is a sin. That's not what I was saying. That's not nowhere near what I was saying. Not gonna hold you. But, you know, all my kids was made out of love. It just so happened that, just being brutally honest with myself, what I realize is when individuals can't control you, they try to change, you know what I'm saying, how the rest of the world looks at you and see you, if you would, you know what I'm saying, you understand. But yeah, it's not a sin to love. It's a sin to love from an aspect of lust. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be loving genuinely, authentically, not lustfully. Because lustfully, it leads to catastrophes. It do. Unnecessary catastrophes that break people's hearts and cause depression and chaoticness and confusion. So if you're going to love somebody, love them from a place of, you know what I'm saying, the Father's salvation, if you would, not from a place of lust, is what I was trying to say. If you're going to be going out and tooting that tail up tonight, just know that you are worth more than the typical, stereotypical, you know what I'm saying, definition of how a Valentine's night should go. You know what I'm saying? Let's learn to really stand up for ourselves, men and women. Because men have a hard time with letting us know, like, I'm not down with that. I don't like how you treated me. I don't like how you talk to me. I don't like how this and this and that. And they have the right to do the same things. So, with that being said, y'all have a good day. Thank you for tuning in to Elevated Row. Thank you to my returning subscribers and my new subscribers. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Please don't think I don't. But just know, I'm not going to come on here sugarcoating it for you. Okay? Love you.